You're listening to episode 18, Verbs and Phrasal Verbs in the Science Lab. Hello everyone, Kathy here, and you're listening to Angel's podcast, the Vocabulary Playlist. In this playlist, we will focus on vocabulary words for objects, verbs, and many more. Knowing many vocabulary words and their correct pronunciation will help you express yourself better and make speaking English easier. And we're here to help you do just that. If you're listening to this podcast for the first time, welcome! I hope you have a great time with us. Satya Nani once said, "A little progress each day adds up to big results." And with that, let's start! Today, let's explore some verbs and phrasal verbs in the Science Lab. The Science Lab is where you learn during science class or where you participate in activities for your class. When learning science, it is important to know the meaning of scientific terms in order to use them correctly. Alright, let's listen to some examples. Make a hypothesis. Conduct an experiment. Wear protective equipment. Measure temperature. Measure volume. Dissect. Look under the microscope. Adjust microscope lens. Observe chemical reactions. Record observations. Compare experiment results. Conclude findings. Store chemicals properly. Dispose chemicals properly. Clean laboratory equipment. And now, let's listen to a short conversation between Sarah and Max in the science lab. Max, do you want to be my partner for this science project?
Sure. What do we need to do first?
I've already finished making the hypothesis, so now we need to conduct the experiment.
All right. What do we need?
We need to wear protective equipment for this experiment. Can you get it from the storage, please?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Thanks.
Here you go. So, what's the first step of the experiment?
First, we need to measure the temperature and volume of this liquid.
I'll do it. The temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, and the volume is 400 milliliters.
Alright, now we need to add this chemical and heat it using the Bunsen burner.
I will observe the chemical reactions, and you can record them. Is that alright with you?
Sure.
Now, what's the next step?
We have to look at it under the microscope.
Let me see if we need to adjust the microscope lens.
Do we need to adjust the lens?
No, we don't need to adjust them.
Alright, let's look at the liquid under the microscope.
After this, we just need to conclude our findings, right?
Yes, and then we need to clean up.
How about I store the chemicals and dispose those we used, and you can clean the laboratory equipment?
Sure, no problem. To help you remember, let's do a quick review. Here are some verbs and phrasal verbs in the science lab. Make a hypothesis. Conduct an experiment. Wear protective equipment. Measure temperature. Measure volume. Dissect. Look under the microscope. Adjust microscope lens. Observe chemical reactions. Record observations. Compare experiment results. Conclude findings. Store chemicals properly. Dispose chemicals properly. Clean laboratory equipment. That's all we have for today. Thank you for learning with us. Remember to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Podbean. Just search Angel Explorers. That's ANGELEXPLORERS. And you'll find us. Visit us on our YouTube channel if you want the transcript of our lessons. And always remember, a little progress each day adds up to big results. See you in the next lesson!